Hey guys, it is the Nerdy Movie Guy. So today we're going to review Star Wars The Bad Batch Season 3, Episode 14. So we are now one episode away from the finale, and there is a lot to unpack and a lot to be revealed, explained, and closed up within the finale. There's so much left that we just don't know what's going to happen. We don't know if Gregor and Rex will return the finale. We don't know what's going on with Commander Wolf. We don't know if Commander Cody will return. We don't know Ventress's involvement in any Star Wars project past the Bad Batch. So there's a lot to look forward to, and I think there will probably be another show given to Dave Filoni to direct, probably in animation, as we've seen it is his strong suit. So hopefully we'll get another show where he can sort of explore his core characters just a little bit more and give us some more story there. Characters like Captain Rex and Ventress, there's so much potential. So we'll see what happens later on. Before this episode, it's takes place, once again, all things Tantus, which has been sort of a recurring theme for this season, being the prominent base for the Empire. But it hasn't just been an Imperial base anymore, it's now a prison, as we knew for the clones already, but now the children are involved. So there's just a lot of layers to the story of Tantus within this series. You have the Imperials, you have them stopping Dr. Hemlock, you have them freeing the clones, trying to free the children. There's so many layers to it that it's hard to imagine Dave Filoni wrapping all that up in just next week's episode. But I have faith that we're going to get a lot of satisfaction with what the finale will be because of everything this episode gave us to look forward to. So, of course, Wrecker, Crosshair, Hunter, and now demoted Captain Rampart is now on Tantus to help try to retrieve Omega from the place. They know they want to save the clones as well, but as of yet, the clones, or our main core characters, they don't know of the children yet. They only know of Omega being there. So now that they are on the surface, once again, the Empire has thrown another wrench into their would-have-been perfect plan. Their ship is shot down, making it difficult to get to the Tantus base in the first place. And that is the length of this episode, is them trying to traverse the jungle to get to Tantus base. Which is yet another delay, which seems to be the theme this season, in the Empire being one step ahead of them, delaying them over and over and over again. So in this episode, Omega also gets more and more information about how she might try to escape. We know that within the walls where scientists give the blood samples as it goes through the walls, Omega, as we see, crawling through sort of this maze, as we're going to call it. She knows which samples are coming from which direction, which shows a little bit, not really a time jump per se, but she's clearly done it enough time to memorize the patterns of when those blood samples are passing by. So it sort of gives us a glimpse as to how many times she's had to do this, which is probably putting her and the rest of the children constantly on edge, since the Empire is constantly watching them. And the biggest reveal in this episode is while Omega is traversing throughout the walls of Tantus base, she sees a Zillo Beast. And it is submerged in water, which, so Zillo Beasts, they swim now. And so it's just another neat revelation and a neat feature for the Zillo Beast. Within the glimpse Omega gets, we can't tell if this is full-size Zillo Beast again. We know that the Zillo Beast we saw in Season 2 was slowly growing, and I can't recall exactly if it had reached full size yet or not. I'd imagine it probably is by now. While the Zillo Beast was sort of growling at the Imperials, they use the same sort of tank to kind of tame it as they did in the Clone Wars, which kind of is a neat nod, suggesting that there's really only one way to tame the Zillo Beast. So it's neat to see that as well. She sees the Zillo Beast, returns back to the children, telling them that she has an idea of how to escape. So we automatically assume the Zillo Beast will be a part of this. As I've seen people online have mentioned, there are 2 towers to Tantus base with hangars built into the mountains. So there is a real possibility that maybe our core characters, Clone Force 99, could reach the wrong tower. Regardless, they will be trying to save Omega while Omega's trying to free the children at the same time. But while they're both just one step behind from their plan, Echo is already in Tantus base, and he's already getting information. He's seeing that blood samples are being taken from the clones and ultimately Omega. We can imagine he has her location now. Echo asks Emery, her location. But if he has access to the system on Tanta Space, he probably already has the idea of where he's headed. But we sort of get to see their interaction, where Omega told Emery about Clone Force 99 and vice versa. So we don't know if Emery is going to sort of turn on the Empire yet. It is a real possibility, and it's definitely interesting to think about, because this would be just one more person for Omega to help. And I think she's definitely a expendable character to maybe she sacrificed last minute to help them. She definitely seems to be taking that route. And so, regardless, there is a lot that this episode gave us to look forward to. I think the finale is going to be very action-packed, and I look forward to seeing Clone Force 99 and Omega both trying to save/escape Tanta Space, hopefully for the last time. So thank you guys for tuning in. I can't wait to see next week's episode and see how this series comes to a close. Keep it digging.